Hey, good morning, Morter Marchers. I'm Dr. Ted Morter. Thanks for being here with me this morning. It's a lovely Monday morning here in Northwest Arkansas. The sun's shining. It's about 65 degrees. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm going to get some more gardening done today and just kind of get with the program, so to speak. If you don't jump out there and do it, it's never going to happen. Simple as that. I started thinking this morning, and I was going to talk about beliefs and things that people, bring close to home, right into the heart. And once you have a particular belief about something, it's very difficult for you to make a change. Very difficult. And here's why. The things that we think about all day long, the things that we're indoctrinated with, maybe with social media or on the news or whatever, things that are just repeated over and over and over again, tend to affect our belief system, and they affect how we interact with society and with our families and even with ourselves and our own particular mindset at that point. And to say something that's different than your beliefs doesn't resonate. For example, if I say something to you that it goes against your beliefs, it's not congruent. And when that happens, it creates a conflict inside of your mind. This is what happens. It's called cognitive dissonance, and it's because you're maintaining two different thought patterns at the same time, and your brain can't function like that. It doesn't work that way. The brain will jump right out to say, no, that's not true. In fact, people will go to great extremes to protect their belief systems. Hi Diane, they'll go to great extremes to protect their belief systems because that's what's been ingrained in your consciousness for, it could be days, weeks, months, years, your whole lifetime. You believe a certain way because that's the way you were taught and that's what you heard. And it might not be true, but that's what you believe. And we will defend our beliefs till the death, honestly, until we're 6 foot deep. We'll go with those beliefs. And in fact, when people present information to you that's contrary to what your belief system is, we will go to unlimited extremes to discard that. And it doesn't make any sense to us because our brain does not want to go into incongruent thoughts. Doesn't work the way. Hi, LaDonna. It doesn't work that way. We have particular thoughts about particular things that are happening to us, and that is affected by our belief system. We think something and we compare it to our belief system, and it either is congruent and it resonates, or it's incongruent and it doesn't resonate. And when that happens, a conflict develops up in our brain. And when a conflict develops up there, we disengage between our conscious thinking brain and the subconscious part of our brain, which is what controls our body. Okay, you understand what I'm saying here? When we have an incongruency between what we're thinking about and looking at and reasoning about versus our belief systems that's back in here, when it's incongruent like that, it creates a break. It creates a jam, if you will, in the log system going down the river. It's a jam. It's a roadblock. And once this happens, once the roadblock starts, we have separation between what we're thinking about and how our body's actually working. So it's incongruent. It doesn't match up. So that's why we think about a certain thing, and yet we get the opposite response in our bodies. It's because that's the way we're programmed. It's kind of scary if you want to know the truth. It really is. Hi, Blake. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. It's not congruent. And when this happens, we have this incongruency in our conscious thinking brain. It creates what I termed earlier, which is a cognitive dissonance. What does that mean? It means that in our cognitions that we're having up here, it doesn't work. It just jams and short circuits. And when it short circuits, we begin to lose control over our body and our health and regaining, the calmness that we'd like to have in our lives. It doesn't work that way. And sadly to say, once we have a belief system that's set in stone in the hard drive of your computer up here, it's extremely hard, if not impossible, to break that belief system. I mean, the science has shown that if you subject prisoners or people that are in testing parameters a particular falsity, and you project that to them over and over and over and over again, something's not true. You project that to them over a period of time, they will begin to believe that. And once they believe that particular brainwashing, if you will, it's almost impossible to come back from that. In fact, we will protect that belief to the end, to the dying end. We will say, no, this is the way it is. And the more we're presented with facts the other way, the more we're presented with science, the more we're presented with how the research is, what it's actually shown, the stronger we'll be against that because we want to protect our belief systems. It's crazy, but that's what happens. Drug companies know this. That's why they put these commercials on television, on the media all the time. Political parties know this. That's why they keep ramming this stuff down our throats all the time. And pretty soon, we actually start to believe this crap. And when you look at something and go, that doesn't make any sense at all to me. That is just crazy. Well, it's not crazy to somebody else or they wouldn't be saying that, or unless they have an ulterior motive. So you have to think about that for a moment. You have to look at what you're reading about, what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what's being constantly fed to us. Just back off for a moment, lower your shoulders, take a breath, do some rhythmic breathing, in and out for a cadence pace, and say, does that make sense to me? Does that really make sense? Don't go on what somebody told you, and don't go on what somebody says this is the way it is, and this is why you have to feel this way, and this is why we should revolt or rise up. Really? Let's think about that for just a moment. If it doesn't make any sense, let's just back off for a little bit and say, you know what? I'm going to do what's the best thing for me. That's where it comes in. Do you really care about the things that are happening every other place in the world rather than where you are? And if you're in one of those places, maybe you should move. Do you really want to lose your health and your conscious thinking mind to be engulfed with this crap that comes our way all the time? Or do you want to just relax and take it easy? Why do you think I mow? I have 40 acres here. I have 5 different mowers that I use. Why do you think I do that? My kids say, Dad, why do you mow? Why do you go out there and do that? Why do you garden? Why do you do these things? They know, but they still give me a hard time about it. Well, let me tell you why I do it. I do it because that's when I can calm my mind and I can relax and I can think about, I can listen to positive audios, I can listen to music sometimes, and I can relax and I can plan and I can prepare and I can build my future. I can dream. I can dream about things that I'd like to have, that I'd like to accomplish, and things that will come my way. Because once I can visualize it in my mind, it will happen. That's just the way it works. And the same is true for you. Once you visualize these things in your mind, not the crap that you're seeing on the TV or the social media or some of the people you thought were friends that are just crazy now. Why is that? It's because they're being brainwashed a certain way. You can't fix them. You can barely fix yourself, but you can. You can start small and you can start repetition on positive things, prayer, meditation, relaxation. You can start these things for yourself. Exercise, change in diet, all these things are possible. I'm just telling you. But you have to make the decision to do that and then take massive action towards the end of that. It's not just, you can't just pray about it and it's going to fix it. You got to pray about it and then get your mind on congruent with that again. So you've got this congruency there. That's the key word I was using earlier. You must be congruent with what you're thinking about and how your body is functioning. That's when we do this Morter March. It creates the congruency between what we're actually thinking about and how your brain is responding to that towards the end. At the end being good health, happiness, success, all the things that you'd like to accomplish in your life. You know this is true if you just think about it for a moment. Look at the people that are out there that you would want to mentor. Look at the people that have the things that you would like to have, that have the life that you'd like to have, that have the family you'd like to have, the relationships you'd like to have, the marriage you'd like to have, all the things that you would like to have. Find someone out there who has that and then do what they do. It's pretty damn simple. And if you keep following the crap that you see on TV and getting all upset about that and worried about that, boy, it's not going to do anything good for you. I like to get on Facebook and I look at some of the posts in there, but I like the videos that come my way that are about the wood miser sawmilling. I like the ones about gardening and taking care of your tomatoes. And sure, that's interjected with other things that are not so good, but what I try to do is just skip past those and try to stay onto the things that will bring joy and happiness to me. Watching people protesting and road signs and running over people and all that crap that doesn't do anything for me. Because I don't want to support that type of thinking in my mind. I want to support the type of thinking that brings more health, happiness, and success to me and my family, my wife, my kids, my grandkids, my Janice's parents. We want all these things to be great for all of us. And it doesn't come from the TV and from social media. So when I'm looking through these things, Janice says, why are you scrolling on your phone? Well, I'm doing this, waiting to go outside, or I'm looking at, here's something really interesting. Here's how you cut a log a certain way to get the type of grain that you want. She probably thinks I'm insane, but you know what? I like that. I like that. I like to mow because that's when I can dream. That's when I can dream. It takes me 2 hours to mow my entire yard and all the things in the back. And I just have the blast. Went and bought a new mower the other day because my other one was dirty. No, it was time. It was time to get another one. I bought the exact same mower that I had before. A big diesel grasshopper mower. Yeah, they're expensive. And you know what? I'm worth it because that's what I like to do. And I can do that in my life because I've come to a place where I realize the importance of being happy and being able to foster and propagate good thoughts, good feelings. Cleaned my truck out the other day just because I like to have a clean truck. I have a beautiful Ford truck, a Raptor. It's gorgeous. It was dirty. And it's been dirty for quite some time from some of the work I was doing. But I stopped for a moment and I spent a half an hour washing out the bed to get that thing cleaned up again. Because when it's clean, I feel really good. If your life is clean, you feel really good. If your house is clean, you feel good. Did you make your bed today? I did. Did you clean out your car? Yeah, I did. Okay, did you pick up the kitchen after you had breakfast? Yeah, I help with all that. Because this makes me feel better in knowing that I'm in charge of what's happening in my life. I'm not at the beck and call of somebody else who's upset about something that's just crazy. No. I'm thankful and grateful for the wonderful things I have in my life. If I can give you some advice on this today, how to move away from this cognitive dissonance where you're creating this dichotomy inside of your own brain. It's like, here's an example of it. It's like you love animals, right? And you love hamburgers. See, that creates a disconnect. If you really love the animals, how would you eat one of them? I'm just saying, then we'll look for reasons to justify that. Well, the particular animal was raised humanely. Oh, well, they were slaughtered with a kosher method. Or you do all the justification in there to try to reduce the cognitive dissonance that's in there. I know I should go exercise, but I just don't have time today. But I ate apples and strawberries for breakfast, so I'm really working on my health that way. I don't have to do the other part. No, it's not the way it works, is it? But we'll try to justify some of the shortcomings that we have about what we know to be true and know that we should be doing, but we don't do it. I'm just as guilty as anybody else. But you know what? I work every day on it, and you should work every day on it. I always say, start off small, eat an elephant one bite at a time, take it easy, go for a walk, go work in the garden, go mow your yard, clean up your house, clean up your shop, whatever it is that might help you get back in charge of what's happening in your life. And by that, here's what I mean. You're in charge about what you're thinking about up here all the time. I'm not thinking about those other things, those crazy things. They're just crazy. I mean, seriously crazy, but they don't think they're crazy. And the more you tell them, someone, that they're crazy about the way they're thinking, the more they're going to bow up and say you're crazy. Why? Why would you argue with an idiot? They're going to beat you with experience. That's just Monday for me. I'm going to have a great day today. I'm going to work in my garden. I'm going to mow my yard. I'm going to go to the 323, the house we have in downtown Rogers, work on some of the beds over there. Relax, take it easy. Hi, Brad from Canada. Good to see you, buddy. That's what I'm going to do today. What are you going to do today to help you improve your life? There you go. Well, if you're going to improve your life today, you got to be open. You have to be open to new ideas, open to the idea that you're in charge. You can make the change. You can make the difference in how you feel, how you act, with the choices that you make. You got to be open. See, most people today are not open. They're not open at all. They're not open. Because if you're to open up to somebody else's opinion, you run the risk of you being wrong. That's the way it works. What if you are wrong? What if you could be looking at something a little bit differently? What's that mean to you? I don't know. Blake, what's it mean out there on the West Coast? For God's sake. The West Coast, California. Oh, I suggest you move to Arkansas. That's what I would do. It's pretty nice here. What are you going to do today to make your life better tomorrow? Just start with today. Stop worrying about how to fix everybody else. That's what I struggle with, because I want to fix everything. I'm a fixer. I want to fix that. I can fix that. Jen, I can go fix that. She's like, no, you can't. What are you thinking? You're right. You're right. I can't fix that. People are going to do what people do. People are going to be, if people decide they're going to be angry or upset or mad at the world or all the time, that's just their choice. They can do that. You don't have to support it. You don't have to go in with it. I can only be responsible for me. And for me to make changes in my life and to get better, I'm going to have to be open. This is what I'd like you to think. I will be open. I am open. I'm open. I'm open to new ideas. I'm open to new procedures. I'm open to new technology. I'm open to things that will better my life. And I'll figure out how to make it better for my life. Hello, Roberta. Let's do this. Let's do the march. And if you don't remember how to do this march, I said this before, for those of you that are new, I hope you'll share this with other people and you'll help get them motivated so that they'll, hi Paul, I hope that you'll help other people get back on track. Help other people find a way towards feeling much, much better and being better and acting better. You gotta be open. Open, open, open. Open sesame. You gotta be open. So we're going to do the march. Go to www.mortermarchmonday. Watch those videos again. If you haven't watched them in a while, go watch them again. You'll pick up on some little idiosyncrasies that you're like, I didn't realize that. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to do that too. That's the way it works. You going to do it with me, the march? Here we go. I'm going to put my left foot out, my right arm up, and I'm going to think, I'm going to be open. I want you all to do this with me now. Everybody do it together. Hi, Shannon. Good morning. Good morning down in Texas. Got any tomatoes on the plants yet? Mine are only about this tall, my tomato plants. Oh, I'm going to be open. Open. Shannon, are you open for more success in your practice? You've got a great practice. Ralph, you're probably watching me from Branson. Blake, you're watching me from out in Santa Barbara. Are you guys all open to any possibility that can come your way? I am. I'm open. I'm open. I'm open. I'm open to all new ideas. I got my left foot out, my right arm up. Breath in. I'm thankful and grateful for remaining open. I'm thankful and grateful. I am open. And then I'm closing my eyes. I am open. Hold your breath in. Okay? Let's go the other way. Right foot out. Left arm up. I'm thankful and grateful. I am open. I'm open. I'm open. Thankful and grateful. I'm open. Remember, we're doing this positional exercise to teach this part of our brain to open up. This is what controls all your movements and your body position, joint position, etc. Cerebellum. Thankful and grateful. I'm open. I am open. I am open. I'm open to unlimited success, potential, anything coming my way today. I'm going to be ready for it because it's coming. I hope I recognize it. Thankful and grateful. I'm open. I'm open. I am open. One more time. I'm thankful and grateful. I'm open. Lord, bring it my way. I want it all today. I am so thankful and grateful. It's all coming to me today. My success, my health, my happiness. I'm open. By God, I'm open. I'm open. I'm so freaking open. I'm open to everything. Come on, guys. Have a laugh with me. Thankful, grateful. I'm open. I am open. I am open. Oh, you got to have a little fun sometimes. Listen, thank you guys for joining me here on Morter March Monday. I really, 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 really appreciate you. And share this with other people. Push the like button. Tell some more people about this. Let's get some more people going on this again. Let's all be open. Let's all be open. That's what I'm thinking. I'll see you next Monday. Bye.